Top of the day, everybody, and welcome to KUM News Extra. I'm Jason Salas. Hope you had a pleasant weekend. We are going to cover a very specific topic tonight. We will be discussing a Go Peace documentary with the theme Building the Pillars for Success, a vision of healthy, empowered people for Guam. Now, of course, we talked with our good friend Sarah Dimla about this in February, so several months ago, and we're going to get caught up with her and where the progress of this project has been. It's a 5-year project. So let's give you a look right now at the documentary film, and then we'll come back after the break and talk to the producers of this film.
Today, we have many opportunities to make positive changes in our community for ourselves and others. The Prevention, Education, and Community Empowerment Plan for Guam, also known as the 5-Year Peace Plan, calls prevention partners to the forefront to be part of the change, to promote positive mental health, to stop suicide, and to prevent substance abuse on our island. Leading this effort is the Guam Behavioral Health and Wellness Center's Prevention and Training Branch and the Governor's Peace Council. Guam's community stakeholders, parents, youth, persons in recovery, peer mentors, survivors of suicide, faith leaders, educators, law enforcement, military personnel, behavioral health and primary care workers, and other supporters participated in a 2-day gathering of Pacific Islanders. They shared their personal experiences, stories, values, and cultural beliefs. They highlighted what was important to them and others on Guam and identified action steps that must be taken to improve their lives and the lives of others. And they made a commitment to bring about the change that needs to happen for a healthier Guam today.
Today is a phenomenal gathering of the Pacific Islanders with every different group represented. We've got our youth in the house. We've got our professionals in the house. We have people from all walks of life, people involved, the clients themselves. We have a wonderful group today, and it's a coming together to cast a vision in 5 years. What is Guam going to look like with all these different people involved in telling a story, sharing a story, being part of the support and part of the work. It's an amazing 2 days.
Gathering of Pacific Islanders, it's an amazing opportunity to actually experience is that, we're not alone in the movements that we do, and to truly understand the linkages that we can provide to each other within partners of the community. And one of the biggest things I can really say right now is just I'm truly honored to be one of the persons from GALA and also the LGBT community of Guam to have a say in what's going to come in the coming years.
Some of the elements of planning that the GONA curriculum embraces is the ability for people to recognize that the first step that you have to have in a plan is to be able to understand your sense of belonging. If you are a people of a place such as Guam, what does that mean? If we all come from the same place, what do we have in common? What do we hold as a people?
If we look at what are the biggest barriers getting in the way of us being where we are now and where we want to be in 2019, it really is a misunderstanding and I think a lack of awareness and connection between these different communities.
Guam is rich in natural resources, history, and culture. The Chamorros, the island's indigenous people, have experienced decades of oppression, forbidden to speak their native language and embracing their cultural beliefs and practices. Through the years, people from neighboring Pacific Islands, mainland US, and many other regions have also become part of the Guam community. Despite the diversity in our community, with the presence of different religions, ethnic backgrounds, and cultural practices on Guam, we must define a common vision and work with the strengths that we all share as people of one island. It is important to raise awareness and understanding about the different cultural and language practices in our island community and draw upon the common values and strengths each cultural group brings to resolve the problems we are experiencing with underage drinking and alcohol abuse, substance addiction and tobacco use, and to promote positive mental health.
We are on the right track. That's number one. We are inviting all people that are on Guam, the different cultures in Guam, to come forward and express their concerns, to add input to this plan that we're coming up with, so that the vision that we have for our island encompasses all cultures and diversity.
A lot of times in the planning process, people focus on the plan. In reality, the magic happens in the planning process. And so planning is an ongoing thing. I hope what comes out of here is not just a document, but an actual commitment to planning and for the health and wellness of the community.
Some of our things that we do with the youth, with my children, is painting the bus stops and collect their trash, or just sometimes just to hang out, sing together, and sometimes we play volleyball together. And those are the things also that really make my children and some of the youth enjoy life, when they're happy together and get along with each other. You have to be the best you can be wherever you are in order for everyone to be good and nice to your children. If I'm good with everyone, everyone will be good to my children.
All those people that I call up, they enter into this community together. It doesn't matter where they're from, what nationality, what faith they have. Together, we can protect each other. See how they were locking arm? Just imagine one of them is falling. He won't fall because they're holding him. We depend on each other. Without each other, we cannot make it. To really come together, instead of backstabbing, we back up each other.
And I'm very optimistic because what I heard in the last 2 days were stories and a culture and an ethic that characterizes the people of Guam and the outer islands, that despite hardships, the power of the culture, the songs, the traditions by far outweigh any challenges. And it really, if everybody works together and pulls together, there's really nothing that's cannot be achieved. I've been doing strategic planning for about 20 years and working with a variety of indigenous communities across North America. This was by far the most exciting and culture-based approach to strategic planning I've ever been involved with. And I think it had to do with the fact that we overlaid both the GONA curriculum, or the GOPI curriculum, which is all about belonging and engagement and participation, with a solid strategic planning process. And by doing that, it really, the structure really forced everybody to be engaged in the planning. Planning is not just something that's happening at a certain level of leadership. It's a planning process that's engaged everybody.
We have to be strong enough to set realistic and higher expectations for what we've done so far, that we recognize that our work will never be done. It's generational, and that we should do everything in our power to seek out those opportunities for people to participate. It's not enough to just be involved and to show up. You have to do something. You have to be active.
Today I pledge to be a part of the change.
Today I pledge to be an active member in my community.
Today I pledge to set a good example for my family.
Today I pledge to seek the help that I need.
Today I pledge to promote my culture with pride.
From the onset of the strategic prevention planning and further enhanced with the community's input during the gathering of Pacific Islanders, Guam's stated vision for peace is an island community empowered and committed to making informed decisions towards a healthier future for themselves. We see a community accepting of diverse cultures and embracing spirituality and ancient wisdom. and the active support of leaders and government systems to provide a safe and sustainable environment for all of Guam. In the next 5 years, our challenge in attaining this vision is to empower our youth in allowing them to be active and involved in community decisions, to nurture a safe and healthy environment that provides a positive influence on our people's life choices, to maintain an effective communication strategy that includes an island-wide reach, to develop strong leadership who serve as strong advocates for the people, and to encourage an all-inclusive engagement on prevention among our island community, especially those within the grassroots level.
Today we ask that you too pledge to join our peace movement to stop suicide and prevent alcohol, tobacco, and other drug use on Guam.
We have many opportunities to make positive changes in our community for ourselves and others. For more information on how you or your community group can get involved, contact the Guam Behavioral Health and Wellness Center Prevention and Training Branch at 477-9079 through 9083 or visit peaceguam.org today.